Alright, so I'm playing Dot Hack Infection. I've actually never played this game. Um, One second, let me turn my air off. Yeah, so I've never played this game, but it does have a 45-minute DVD from the creators of Ghost in the Shell and Evangelion. Evangelion. Um, I don't know why the volume's not working. There we go. So this is by Bandai. Like, I got 45 minutes into it, and I thought this game was completely online, but they have fake people. It's like, it even says one player, like the other people in the game aren't actually multiplayer. But the characters like talk to you, so it makes it look like it's actually... I think I have the right memory card in. Alright, so I'm gonna start a new game.
Der Mann des Schattens, auf der Suche nach dem Abedrachen, ist noch nicht zurückgekommen. Der Herd der Finsternis grollt. Helba, Königin der Finsternis, stellt schließlich ein Heer auf. Alparon, König des Lichts, grüßt sie. Und sie treffen sich am Fuße des Regenbogens. Die verfluchte Welle muss gemeinsam bekämpft werden. Der See von Alba brodelt. Der große Baum des Lichts fällt. Alle Macht zerfällt zu Tropfen im Tempel von Arche Köln. Wesen ohne Schatten, ihre Welt zerfällt zu nichts. Der Mann des Schattens auf der Suche nach dem Abendrachen kehrt niemals mehr zurück.
Oh shit, I forgot she wasn't speaking English. So it was like a floating rock, and she was talking about like dragons and...
Okay, user registration is done. Now for a name. Yasuhiko's probably already there waiting for me. I'd better hurry.
Registration process for the world is finished. Reconfirming your name and character name. To start the game, select the world from your desktop. Please enjoy the world. Alright, so I have new mail. So, CC Corporation. The system of the world has been updated to version 2.75. With this update, the following elements have been added. Monster tolerances. For a group of monsters, certain physical and magical attacks will cause 0 damage because of their defense mechanisms. I'm just gonna start the world.
I'll check my email.
I'll check my email first. Yasuhiko. Hey, did you finish registering? What kind of character are you? Oh, and like I said at school, you'll regret it if you use a smart-ass name. I'm Orca in the world, so keep that in mind. Don't call me by my real name. I just drank some coffee. You could be a different person when you're there. Well, more like that guy you want to be. Anyway, I'll be at Root Town. Thank you for registering. This is a notification email. The world is compromised of several servers. The adventure begins by inputting codes at the Chaos Gates in Root Towns, which are located in each of the servers. Let me introduce each of the servers in Root Towns. Aqua Capital Mac Anu. Mac Anu means the son of a goddess. There are waterways throughout the town. The sounds and the scenery bring you peace. Highland City Don Lorag. Don Lorag means the Weaver Guardian. It is a city protected by sprites. with buildings made of rocks coexisting with nature. The wind will challenge the adventurers on their quest. Cultural City Carmina Gadalica. Carmina Gadalica means the Song of Gale. It is a metropolis, a fusion of science and traditional cultural knowledge. Errol City Fort Oof. Fort Oof means the Fort of Elves. It is originated as a fort built in preparation for a war with Carmina Gadalica, but since the peace agreement, it has acted as a watchtower for monsters. Relic City Liafail. Liafail means the Stone of Destiny. The city was a holy ground of the Tartaga people before the Great War, but it was destroyed by Carmina Gallica, which did not like the idea. Please choose the item at the Chaos Gate in Root Town. Okay, so the world. New messages posted. Let's check out this board. Okay, so system explanation. What's a skill? What's a skill? Missing skills. Can't use skills. The world reaches 20 million. Congratulations. 20 million copies worldwide. The first time I experienced the world was 2 years ago. I still remember how I felt when I first entered the dungeon. I wonder what happened to all those people who helped me out in the beginning. Neuro Goggle FMD. Has anyone used the new goggles they just came out with? I'm pondering about buying one, but someone please tell me what you think. What's a grunty? I found this item called root vegetable in the field. I was jumping up and down. I thought it was a monster at first. When I looked at the key item list, it said food for grunty. So what is grunty? Something alive? Could someone please tell me? Okay, so log in. Summon Aqua Capital Mac Anu.
Hey, you made it. Hey, it's me, Orca, the Blade Master.
Whoa! You look so different from the real Yasuhiko. Nothing like the real you.
Hey, in this game I'm Orca, regardless of what I am in reality. I'm pretty well known here. What?
No, you look great.
Anyway, take this.
Alright, I now have Orca's member address.
Member address is the flash mail address you can only access in the world. With flash mail, you can exchange messages with others in real time, as long as you are in the world. It's mostly used by newbies to contact other players to form a party. Try it out by inviting me to join your party. First, press the triangle button to open the menu. In the menu, select Party. Next, select Add. Names of players who gave you their member addresses will be listed here. Choose a player you want to invite to your party and send a flash mail. Since you just started, you probably only have my member address. Now, press the X button twice. Ah, got it. Join my party.
Alright,
It's
so I
kind of
just
weird
added
mailing
friends
each
to my
other when
party.
we're face to face. See? My name appears under your screen. That means I'm in your party. By the way, flash mail is only available when you... Oh, and you can't contact people when they're not logged into the... People do have a life, you know. We're not online 24/7. In other words, you can't always count on the same members to form a party. So, try to get as many member addresses as you can. Well, how you play is up to you. But since EXP and stuff isn't divided among party members, you really don't benefit if you go solo. Okay, well, why don't we head off? There's nothing to worry about. I found a perfect place for newbies.
Kind of set.
This
Sounds
is the
like
Chaos
Elder
Gate.
Scrolls Online.
Sort of transfer
This is the
device
Chaos
that
Gate,
takes
a
us
sort of
from
transfer
one
device
place
that takes us
to
from one
another.
place to another.
Now,
Now press that
in the
button.
world, Each play zone is called an area, determined by a combination of 3 keywords. Select new keyword. This is the keyword screen.
This is the keyword screen. At the top
At the
is
top,
entry plate.
you put the three selected keywords one by one for each
A, B, and C.
Left of the
Left
entry
of the entry
plate
plate
is
all
all.
the keywords you
can
have.
collect more of them by reading your emails, the board. Now, let's enter some keywords. Select burst.
So
Good.
bursting,
For the-
cast over,
now you. Oh, one more thing. That's the server symbol. It indicates which server you are currently logged on to.
I don't know where the server is.
This symbol is Delta,
symbol is
so we're
Delta.
logged on to the
So we're
Delta
logged into
server.
the Delta
The
server.
list on the bottom
The list on
right
the bottom
is the
right
area.
status list.
See the jewel
See
next
the
to the
jewel next to
field
the
type?
field type and
That
number.
indicates
That indicates
how the selected keyword affects the
status.
For example, check
For
the
example,
field
check
type.
the field type.
See the
jewel on the right.
This means that the
This
field
means that
type
the
is
field
being
type is
determined
being
by
determined by
Aquafield.
Aquafield.
The keyword in C. We don't know what kind of field the current keyword will create, but once we learn the effect of that keyword, we can combine it with other keywords. For more details, check out the board on your own time. All right, let's get going to the Delta bursting. Select. Before we get going, let me explain to you about during the game, enemies will attack. The idea is to adjust your view quickly to see your enemy and grasp the I'll explain more later, but remember, you can only use skills. Basically, if you don't use the camera right, you'll... First, rotate the camera. Push either the L1 button or the R1 button to move the camera. Good. Next, let's zoom in and zoom out. You can zoom the camera in or out by using the right analog stick. Try it. Yeah, that's... Finally, you reset the camera by pushing the R2 button. There you go. Remember, when the battle starts, constantly adjust your camera. Okay, and this is the field. It's the lowest level in the area. When you want to return to the town, press the triangle button and select Gate Out. Grassland, Wilderness, and Jungle are some of the field types. You can set them with keyword.
You can set them with
Combination of field type and weather. For example,
Grassland area will be a water element stage. The elements also affect the type of monsters that will appear and the items you can get. Don't worry about it now, as you get used to it, combine words to get different elements.
Now, let's get going on our quest.
First, check the map at the
You
top
see the
right.
red down
You see
arrow
the
on
red
it?
down arrow on it. That's the gate to the
In
dungeon.
the dungeon's
In the
deepest
dungeon's
level,
deepest level,
there's a god statue that usually,
holds a mirror.
basically, the goal is to
reach the statue,
but enemies are often tougher down there.
So gain some levels. By using the fairies orb, hidden data on the map appears visible.
Yellow area.
Yellow areas on the map show magic portals where you encounter monsters and
All
treasures.
right.
Alright, how about we go pick a fight? Head for one of the magic portals.
For a base.
Approach target and press X.
By the way, a cursor appears on the target so that you can check its name. Try using a basic
Try using a
attack to
basic attack
defeat.
to defeat some monsters.
You start. Press the triangle button
Press
to open the
triangle to
menu.
use, like,
And select.
skills.
Okay then. Choose rep from the list. When the target cursor
When the target
appears,
cursor appears,
select.
select the top. Oops.
That's it. Pretty easy, huh?
Oh. So rep heals.
You can target a
You can
party
target a
member
party
for
member
recovery.
recovery or remedy skills and the enemy for attack
Remember,
skills.
you can only apply
Only apply
skills to
skills to
targets
targets within your
before
view.
using a
Before
skill. Adjust the camera so that your target.
comes into view.
Well, you must be.
sick at this point.
It's your.
It's your turn to tell me what to do by using check.
Okay.
Okay, I'll teach you to the clan to get your members to heal.
Okay, then.
Press the square button.
Press
to
the
begin.
next.
First aid.
Well, When you think...
I don't know if this game is actually fun or not. I hope so. It says you're in
Now
their
we can
world
start
now.
exploring the
Who is
dungeon.
Aura? What is the Book of Twilight? Why did your friend Orca fall into a mysterious coma? As the outlaw player Kite, you're on a mission of truth. Okay, so explore the dungeon.
One thing you need to remember is
One
that
thing
you
you need to
can't
remember is
gate
that you
out
can't gate out
when you're in a
dungeon.
gate out.
To gate out,
return to the town.
you have to go back to the
The
fields.
Sprite
The Sprite
Ocarina will warp you to the
surface,
surface,
but you can't use it during battle.
This is the treasure.
Oh my
You
God.
should.
Treasure box.
This one's no. This. Just you.
I don't know if I can actually play this game. I feel like I should be playing Dark Cloud instead, which I have physical. But I figured like if I gave this game a chance, maybe it might be fun. Because it mentions Ghost in the Shell and Evangelion, so maybe it's good.
What the? Did you just see that?
Yeah. Was that thing chasing her?
Yeah, but something like that on this level?
It's so weird because this game's like much different than I remember. Like I was pretty sure I was able to like walk around in like the original lobby and talk to characters. Because like I would have thought this is fun, but like I didn't enjoy this game. Unless like I got like a different Dot Hack game because of one that like I rented and then I just never played it. The speed charm. Temporarily increasing movement speed.
Better watch out. We're trapped in here. In the dungeon, there are rooms with traps. The only way to get out of a trap like this is by activating all the magic portals in the room. All right, let's charge to that This is the room where the statue is. There's only one of them at the dungeon's deepest level. And you can... That's enough adventure for now. Let's grab the treasure and get back. If we had a Sprite Ocarina, we could warp out of here. So we gotta go back the way...
You now have steel blades. You now have rainbow card. You now have Grundle. It's pretty cool. I just like defeated the statue. Shit for hacking me.
Or was the rumor true?
Take this.
Huh?
Please take this. There's no time. Please.
What's this?
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user.
You're
It's coming.
This game looks kind of cool.
Run! It'll kill you! What the hell? What is this? Something wrong! That thing works!
There's like no way I didn't play this game. Even though I was risking music.
No, it wasn't supposed to be this way. I'm sorry. Get out of here!
Can I just like shit? I forgot what the called. Get out. Looks like I just gated out. I don't know, like the character that just died, I don't know who he was.
What was wrong with Yasuhiko? Why was he upset? I wanted to ask him, but... And then?
I wanted to ask him, but he wouldn't even pick up the phone. And
The
then
next
the next
day,
day, I found out that
I thought-
Yasuhiko had been
I rushed to the
hospitalized. I rushed to the hospital, but they
but-
wouldn't even let me see him.
But I guess it's
But I
better
guess
this...
it's better this way.
but-
I didn't want. But what the hell happened?
I
to
have a
him? I have a
feeling
feeling that the key
that the
it is somewhere in the world. You have a new mail. Okay, server problems. To all the users of the world, we apologize for the inconvenience due to the problems with our servers. Currently, we are focusing our efforts in finding the cause of the problem. However, in order to proceed efficiently, we will limit players to the only Triangle and Zero servers. Thank you for your understanding. News. 0.49% error rate. The sound recognition device has evolved to near perfection, with less than 0.5% error rate. When switched to chat mode, it recognizes the pauses by the speaker and translates them as ... The day may become when the keyboards are obsolete. The world. New message is posted on the board.
I should post on the board
I should
about
post on the board about
Yasuhiko.
Yasuhiko.
Maybe
Maybe
s-
someone will respond to it. My friend is in a coma after playing this game. He's hospitalized and still isn't out yet. But do these things actually happen? Does anyone know the reason? Anyone know someone else in the same state? How can I get out of the coma? The people who made the game look here too, right? Please give me some kind of information. Version upgrade information. Welcome to the version 2.75. Several new elements. Okay, Zeit statue, I guess. Aim for the hero of Zeit. Does anyone know about the Zeit statue? The Zeit statue at the bottom of the dungeon is searching for an adventurer to give a title of honor as the hero of Zeit. The only way to get the title is to get to the Zeit statue as fast as you can. Those who want the praise of the Zeit statue select Chronicling as your part A at the Chaos Gate. First, look for an area with a dungeon close to the entrance and that doesn't have that many floors. The hero of Zeit must also be versed in looking for an advantageous area. Hero of Zeit ranking, time 2.12 minutes, Balmung. Second place, Hyper Falcon 226. Sonic Hawk 254. I don't know if like they're kind of commenting on like there not being like times in games, despite all services are currently unavailable due to maintenance. We apologize for inconvenience. Board. Okay. Version upgrade information. Element tolerance. Element tolerance is a monster-specific skill where a monster receives 0 damage from element skills. An elemental hit. Elemental hit is an attack to a monster with an elemental skill. Play knowledge. They're too strong. Mad Max. The enemies are strong in every single area I've been in. Check the board. If you put in the keywords randomly, you usually don't get to the area that's right for you. You should probably check the board more. Other players will post low-level area keywords. Hey, are you forming parties when you go out? The difficulty level varies if you got friends or go solo, but if you got no friends, well, I can't really help you there. By the way, you need member addresses of other players to form parties. A member address is like a business card. You can call up the other players in the towns and areas by mail. Just open the menu in a root town and select the player you want. If you want to collect member addresses, all you need to do is make friends. New transportation system. What about the RTCS? You know, the new transport system called RTCS that starts tomorrow. I really want to know if traffic jams will be a thing of the past. The other day it took me 2 hours to get back to the city from Odaba. What about this RTCS? No matter what kind of system, they need to reduce their number of cars. I mean, there are too many idiots on the road. Just get rid of them. Keyword creation. Don't quite understand. I got some keywords during play and tried them, but didn't seem to work. I think the parameters on the Chaos Gate menu are way too strong. Could someone teach me a good way to combine words? Thank you. Don't quite understand. You shouldn't worry about the area's parameters in the beginning. Beginners should only be concerned with the level of the area. This is the parameter that sets the difficulty of that level, and the higher it is, the more powerful the monsters are, and the better the items. If you combine words randomly, you might get a really strong enemy and die instantly. When your level is low, you should use words with low difficulty. Here's a sample word for beginners. Part A1, bursting. Use this and create a keyword. I used the word bursting in part A like Corm said, but the enemies were too strong, and it was game over for me. Why? There was probably a word aside from bursting that's at the area level. Were there more than 2 jewels in the area levels in the parameter list? In cases like that, the word with the higher priority takes precedence. One in red has higher priority, so make a word aside from bursting. Use this at the area level. Sorry I didn't tell you before. It worked. Thank you, Corm. I see. So more than one word can set a particular parameter, but there are parameters that you can't set with any of the words. What about those? What's a grunty? I didn't know it at first too. Cress, you're probably in Triangle server, right? Well, there aren't any grunties in that one. Grunties are living things in Zero Server's ranch, and kind of look like a mix between a pig and a cow or something like that. Food for grunty and its item that you can feed them. They don't exist in Triangle server. But if you find any of the food items, you should keep them. They come in handy once you get to the Zero server. Pig. A pig, okay. Well, I'll try to get as many as I can. Yeah, you should collect as many you can. You can find food for grunty not only in the fields, but also in the dungeon, so you should keep your eyes open for them. When you get near it, it goes boing boing, so you can probably tell. Spring of Mist, level 1 down. I've thrown weapons into the Spring of Mist that are in the fields, but there are times when the level of the weapon increases or decreases. Is there a reason? Ban. I'm not certain, but weather seems to play a role in whether or not a weapon or an armor gets stronger or weaker. When I put a weapon in the grasslands, it was sunny, it got strong, but when it was raining, it got weaker. I haven't tried armor, so I don't know. And I'm pretty sure weather is involved, though I don't think it really matters what kind of field you're in. When I tried it at night, both weapons and armor got strong. What if it's cloudy? When it was cloudy, my armor got weaker, but when there was thunder and rain, my armor got stronger. By the way, aren't Grandpa and Monsieur totally annoying? I hate Monsieur. Yeah, it does get annoying, both the voice and the face. Well, my armor got strong, so I won't complain. Golden Axe. By the way, is anyone collecting the Golden Axe? This weapon isn't that strong, right? Spring Mist. No, wait. Spring what? Golden Axe. People do collect it. Someone named Tim wanted to trade for it the other day, and apparently there are a couple more like him, too. Aren't most of the people who collect the golden and silver axe at high levels? I was asked by Messino for a trade, but I didn't have it. But if I did, it seems like he would have traded some pretty good items. I think I missed out on a good opportunity there. You only had to throw in unwanted weapons and armor to get the gold and silver axe. I envy those high-level players. They got tons of stuff they don't need. Let them trade. Shaw Millionaire. Start with the Cat's Blades, and after trading several times, I got the legendary Mikado Wand. I never thought I would get something this good. Wow, I want to trade well and get a good item too. If you have any good tips, please tell me. It's not really a tip, but for example, it's a Twin Blade. The wand for Wave Master is not a very important item, right? But even though it's not important to you, it might be to the other party. So you just have to keep an eye on what the other guy wants and offer that item. Oh, and you can only trade 3 types of items, up to 99 of each. What does a symbol do? You know, the green thing's called symbol by a dungeon. Is there some meaning for them? It explodes when you touch it, so I thought it was a trap of some kind. If you touch them, they have a special effect on you, like healing, increasing your strength, etc. Effects are random, so you don't know what you might get. Things on fire in the field are the same. When you find one, just use it. Physical tolerance. Physical tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance that allows them to remain undamaged from a physical skill. If an enemy with physical tolerance is encountered inside the dungeon, and there's no one in the party with magic skills, then the enemy cannot be defeated. Always have someone in your party that has magic skills. It is also advised to equip armor with magic skills and scrolls on reserve. Don't forget that warrior-type characters can equip Wave Master's armor. If a monster has a tolerance, it will be displayed on the top right of its name. Magic tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance that allows you to remain undamaged from a magical skill. If an enemy with a magical tolerance is encountered inside the dungeon, virtually all attacks by Wave Master will have no effect. If there's a Wave Master in your party, place him or her on standby and concentrate on recovering party members. If a monster has a tolerance, it will be displayed on the right side of his name. Canceling tolerance. All of the tolerances explained above can be cancelled by decreasing the status parameter with magic skills and items. For example, canceling Earth Element's tolerance decreases the monster's Earth Element status by using Deck Gains or Stone Bane. Canceling Water Element. Decrease the monster's Water Element by using Deck Room or Water Bane. Okay, Stone Bane, Water Bane, Gans for Earth, for Water, Vax for Fire. Okay, Rum, Water, Vax, Fire, Juka, Wood, Rao, Thunder, Anid, Darkness, Vorv, Physical, and Korma. Items and treasures. Based on feedback from the users, we've upgraded the items and treasure boxes. Also, different types of items can be obtained from stationary objects such as jars, caskets, and other breakable objects. Items can be obtained by the following. What's a skill? I just started playing the game. When I talked to the shopkeeper, he said, you can use skills by equipping armor and weapons. But what's a skill? It's an attack that uses up SPs, skill points, during battle. It can damage enemies or cure allies. They don't call it magic because they're not just spells, but moves that are used by swordsmen as well. When I changed weapons, I lost a skill. Is there a connection? Skills are based on equipment and not characters, so if you change your equipment, you can't use that skill anymore. The skill you lost is probably on your old weapon. Aside from the attack, power, defense, you should keep skills in mind. Really, I didn't know that, so I sold my old weapon. I thought I just leveled up and learned magic. There's still a skill that I have that I can't use. Why is that? You don't have enough SP. Target isn't in range. It's probably one or the other. There's a range with every skill, so if the target isn't within range, you can't use it. Magic is long range, but attacks are shorter, so you need to get closer. Are there any spells that you can cast on all of your enemies or allies like the other RPGs? If you can't, it would seriously suck when you have to heal your party. They don't have these, but skills with range and range attack or something like that, but since they are air effects, if it's an attack spell, it does about half the damage to the enemy around the target. So if you use it wisely, it becomes something very similar. Well, kind of. Healing spells on allies are similar, so you can heal other members around the target. I bought a more expensive armor, but it got weaker against enemy magic attacks. Why is that? Probably magical defense when the armor is low. There's magical defense and physical defense. Even if your physical defense is high, if your magical defense is low, you can't guard against magical damage. Thank you, Corm. I wasn't looking at armor parameters. Also, there's defense and evade. What's the difference? You should check the parameters of your item. It's probably the first thing you should do. As for defense and evade, defense lessens the damage you receive, and evade is the frequency you get hit. You know what Suvi Lai and Mi Lu, paralysis and charm can't be avoided, even if you increase magic evasion, right? If you increase the spirit status for curse, sleep, confusion, and charm, and then increase body status for poison, paralysis, and slowdown, it won't decrease damage, but it will decrease the frequency you're affected by those spells. There are things like fire elements and skills. Do elements make a difference? There's 6 elements for skills, items, and monsters. For monsters, there's an icon to the left that is the same. Oh my god. Armor. I got plate armor, but I can't equip it. Can long arms equip plate armor? It would bite if they can. Sorry, but you're right. Wave Masters can only equip the lightest armor. Twin blades and long arms can't equip heavy armor. Other guys can equip whatever they want. You should probably check the armor status for that. It depends on your job class, so you better know which one you can equip. Thank you for visiting the world. All services are currently unavailable due to maintenance. I guess I need to read more. Opposing elements. So if you cast Van Dawn on a magical goblin, it doesn't do as much damage as another spell. Which elements oppose one another? I know fire and water. Can someone tell me? The following are the opposing elements. By the way, the reasoning is just something I came up with, but I think I'm pretty close. Wood draws nutrient, earth decomposes trees, thunder lights up, darkness covers light, fire boils water, water extinguish. Thank you for visiting the world. All services are currently unavailable. Okay, return to desktop. You have new mail. 2 book. It time. Please help me. Who sent this? I can't read it. News. Try the world. Wait. Is there a save point? I had a hard work day.